Hello, YouTube. As you know, I'm not well. I've got a Clostridium infection, and I explained in the video that what it is that I've caught it. Someone's had this infection, hasn't washed their hands properly, and I've touched something of theirs, or they've made me food and I've touched my mouth, like food or whatever, and it could have been, I could have touched their phone and put my hands to my mouth. So there's a lesson: wash your hands after using the toilet. It's not that I haven't washed my hands, it's this: I've caught it off someone who was infected, who's caught it off someone else who was infected. So this is a long chain of people who's had Clostridium infections who have not washed their hands, and I'm a very clean person. I believe in hygiene, probably too clean. But whenever you go to the loo, wash your hands. Before you make food, wash your hands. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. I am feeling better. Flagyl antibiotics is starting to work. So I decided I'm up to making a video, so I decided I would do one today. So this is again a tribute to David Paulides. And if you actually go to Amazon, I have a book that I have published based on what David Paulides has found. You know, he's found different patterns. He's found like water, boulders, points of separation, German ancestry, all that. Now, David Paulides has what's called the CANAM project, and I'm sorry for the mispronunciation. It stands for Canada and America. So I don't even profess to be in the league of this wonderful man, but I love his videos. The psychic medium, and even if I wasn't a psychic medium, wants to solve what is happening. And in my book, which later I will put in a comment or in the description of this video, the name of that book that's available on Amazon. It's available from Amazon Australia for $15. Anyway, let's get on to today's video. Because I said to you that David Paulides covers mostly, the US, occasionally he does do around the world if it fits his Missing 411. Why I really love David Paulides is because he gives the missing a name. They don't just become a statistic. So today, my video is looking at 15 missing Australians who fit with David Paulides' Missing 411. Unlike David Paulides, I don't have the means or the resources to show you photos or pictures of these people. I will do my best to describe them. So number one is Warren Meyer or Meyer. His age was 57. His appearance: he was an experienced bushwalker, fit, Caucasian, brown hair and blue eyes. The details of his disappearance: he went missing on the 23rd of March 2008 while hiking in the Dom Dom Saddle area of Victoria's Yarra Ranges National Park. Despite an extensive search, no trace of him has ever been found, and there is a reward, $100,000. Number two, Cheryl Grimmer, age 3. Her appearance: blonde hair, blue eyes, fair complexion. The details of Cheryl's disappearance: Cheryl was last seen on January the 12th, 1970 at Fairy Meadows Beach in New South Wales. She disappeared within moments of her brother letting go of her hand. Despite a massive search, she was never found. There's a reward for $1 million. Number 3, Gary Tweddle, Tweddle, age 23. His appearance: brown hair, medium build, about 6 foot tall. Details of his disappearance: Gary vanished on July the 16th, 2013 after leaving a work conference in the Blue Mountains. His last contact was a phone call indicating he was lost. His body was found months later in bushland, but how he died remains unclear. Number 4, Ricky Gardner, age 27. Appearance: tall, slim, brown hair. Details of his disappearance: Gardner went missing in the Grampians National Park, Victoria, in 1987. He was last seen heading out for a hike. Despite searches, no trace of him was found. Reward: $50,000. Number 5, Dennis Pegg, age 66. Appearance: elderly but very fit, and he had a bushy beard. Details of disappearance: Pegg vanished on December the 15th, 2017 during a hike near his property in Reesville, Queensland. Despite searches, no trace of him was found. Reward: $250,000. Number 6, David Venables, age 29. Appearance: Caucasian, athletic build. Details of disappearance: Venables disappeared in 2015 while hiking in the Stirling Ranges, Western Australia. His car was found, but he was never located. Reward: $50,000. Number 7, Stephen Kinsman, age 45. Appearance: medium build, brown hair. Details of his disappearance: Kinsman was last seen on May the 10th, 2005, hiking in the Cape York Peninsula, Queensland. He was an experienced outdoorsman, but no trace of him was ever found. Reward: $100,000. Number 8, John Spears or Spires, age 49. Appearance: balding, medium build. Details of disappearance: Spires or Spears disappeared while hiking near Katoomba, Blue Mountains in 2007. He was an experienced hiker, but no trace of him was ever found. Reward: $250,000. Number 9, and this is a very famous case, Peter Falconeau, age 28. Appearance: brown hair, slim build, 5'10". Details of his disappearance. He disappeared on July the 14th, 2001, while driving on the Stewart Highway, Northern Territory. Although his girlfriend survived an attack, his body was never found. Reward: $500,000. This next case was very famous because Lindy Chamberlain was jailed and she claimed, "Dingo got my baby." It's a very famous saying. So it's Azaria Chamberlain, age 9 weeks. Appearance: she was an infant with dark hair. The details of her disappearance. Azaria was taken by what is believed to be a dingo from a campsite near Uluru on August the 17th, 1980. Her disappearance led to one of Australia's most infamous cases, although her remains were never fully recovered. Number 11. Jamie Neal. Jamie was 19. His appearance: dark hair, tall, slim. Details of his disappearance. Neal disappeared in the Blue Mountains in July 2009. He was missing for 12 days before being found alive, though details of his survival remain mysterious. Number 12. Tony Jones, age 20. Appearance: blonde, athletic build. Details of his disappearance. Jones was last seen on November the 3rd, 1982, hitchhiking near the Flinders Highway, Queensland. Despite extensive searches, his body has never been found. Reward: $1 million. Number 13. Clive Croft, age 50. Appearance: fit, grey hair. Details of his disappearance. Croft went missing in 2005 while on a fishing trip in the wilderness near Weipa, Queensland. No trace of him was ever found. Reward: $100,000. Number 14. Kerry Graham, age 28. Appearance: tall, brown hair, blue eyes. The details of disappearance. Graham disappeared in the Barrington Tops National Park, New South Wales in 1992. He was an experienced hiker, but no sign of him was ever found. Reward: $50,000. And last is also a very famous or infamous case because she swindled investors out of millions of dollars. It's Melissa Caddick, age 49. Appearance: dark hair, petite build. Details of her disappearance. Caddick disappeared from her Sydney home in November 2020. Her foot was found on a beach months later, but how she died remains unknown. Now, I have heard rumours that her boyfriend at the time has been investigated and is known to be the police as a person of interest. I haven't and don't know anymore and cannot update you anymore. I also want to promote another book that explains entities and ley lines, and that there are special portals, and it explains all about our world anyway. It doesn't explain about the missing, but it is another book that ties in to the mysterious and into entities, and that's called Seeing the Spirituality Behind the Negativity, a Menu for the Game of Life. Now, all my books, I've published many books, can be found at Amazon. And I just want to say, and I have said this before, wherever you're going, please let someone know. Now, I know sometimes people disappear because they want to disappear. Sometimes people disappear because of mental illness. Sometimes also people disappear because of a variety of reasons, like in Melissa's case, the last one, people believed that she staged her disappearance because she owed people millions of dollars. And some conspiracies even went as far as to say that she deliberately cut off her foot so that people would think she was dead and she's living another life. Now, even if you want to go and you want to live off the grid and you want to leave everything behind, you're still leaving loved ones, people who really genuinely care for you. So even if you don't want them to know that you're starting a new life, let the authorities know. When the authorities, because they invest a lot of time and resources into searching for you. So please let them know that, hey, I'm all right, I'm starting a new life and I don't want anything to do with, the old life, and at least your family and loved ones, friends, get closure. And before I talked about that, I was saying, if you are going on a vacation by yourself, wherever you're going by yourself, please, unless, as I explained just before, you deliberately don't want people to know and you're going to start a new life, let the authorities know. But if you're happy with your life and everything's going well, please let people know of your plans. And if you can, do carry David recommends a personal beacon to help locate you. Australia. Have you ever looked at the Australian bush? I don't mean to put it out there, but sometimes I've been driving, because Australia is such a vast country and the bush is so thick, and Australia is, a lot of it is so unexplored. It would be easy to hide a body. Australia also has its fair share of UFO sightings and its fair share of mysteries. There are the Black Mountains north of Cooktown, and apparently the indigenous Aboriginal people avoid them. There's said there, I don't know exactly, but they avoid the Black Mountains. There's something not right about them. The Black Mountains would fit David's Paulides criteria very well. Black boulders, volcanic rock. And in my book, Seeing the Spirituality Behind the Negativity, a Menu for Game of Life, including who and what are the aliens, the Blue Mountains features very heavily that is a gateway, a lot of UFOs, and even goes into the conspiracy that aliens are working with our government and or secret parts of our government, and you would be a fool to believe, if you didn't believe, that there were aliens and there wasn't an alliance going on, or that our government didn't have advanced technology that wasn't of this earth. I'm sorry, you would. And sometimes I think when UFO abducts people, sometimes that person's in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it's not necessarily an alien abduction. It could be a government testing out a new space or a new flying craft, and they don't want you to know either. So they would abduct you too, to hush you. All right, to anyone who has lost a loved one, my heart goes out to you. To anyone who's suffering mental illness, I understand. I have mental health conditions. I also have a family member who is deeply impacted by mental health. And as I said, a lot of times there are disappearances are linked to mental health, but where that's a factor, I don't include it in disappearances. I've gone over time, and again, I'm only doing these videos because David Paulides and other people who do research have inspired me, but Australia tends to be forgotten. When, David Paulides presents cases, they're usually American, and I've noticed Yosemite seems to be the worst for missing 411. Alright, you never know when your time's up, so live your life as best you can and cherish every moment. Be kind to each other. Love, light and blessings. Jim's done. Bye.